Hello, Ramadan Kareem. Hope we all are staying home and staying safe. Let's not forget to follow the instructions and let's defeat this pandemic with social distancing, self-isolation, hand hygiene and respiratory hygiene. We are in the holy month of Ramadan now. So we all are fasting. So let's see how fasting helps to boost our immunity. There are so many things when bodily changes happen when we are fasting. The major thing is our immunity gets boosted. So what happens when we are fasting is the old and damaged cells are they are actually killing themselves. It's called autophagy because the body is in energy conservation mode. This is the best time to boost our immunity. So when you are boosting your immunity, take care of your diet and lifestyle as well. Let's see what will happen to our sleep during the month of Ramadan. See, we do have a sleep cycle. We need to understand how our sleep pattern is there when we are sleeping altogether. So the sleep cycle begins with a lighter sleep, goes into the deeper version, and then again comes back to the lighter. So this sleep cycle, one sleep cycle is between between 90 to 120 minutes. We need at least 3 to 5 cycles of these to have that rejuvenation in our body. Especially during Ramadan, during fasting, and when we all feel tired and lethargic, and the lifestyle changes which happen during this time, our sleep cycle during night gets lesser and during day becomes more. But make sure you are having at least 3 to 5 sleep cycles because they are the ones which will boost your system and helps you to get more strength and stay more rejuvenated during the whole month of Ramadan.
We all are unique and we come with the specific predispositions of health. So, have you ever wondered when you have a same meal for your iftar after a few days of Ramadan fasting, one person in the family member can have a specific symptoms, say for example the heartburn or headache or indigestion, whereas the other person may feel entirely opposite. Someone may feel a lack of appetite or sluggishness in digestion and weight gain. So have you wondered why this happens? So in Ayurveda we believe that every person is individual and they have a specific combination of these 5 elements make them a unique person. So we call it as Vata, Pitta and Kapha, and to make it a little more simplified, air factor, fire factor and the earth factor will play an important role in defining who you are. So it's all about the choices you make and get the better defaults for the Ramadan fasting. For example, have a properly planned iftar and a suhoor, and the food choices what you make will define your quality of your health during the fasting period. When we say the food, generally the proteins are the basic building blocks of life and which is given the prime importance in your dietary regime. So always choose the simple proteins which are easily digestible, and always go for a cooked plant-based protein which will make you a more holistic and get you a better absorption in your gut system and will make your fasting much more simpler. Choose a complex carbohydrate food, like opt for a whole meal oatmeal or the whole grain wheat and the pastas and seeded breads instead of going to the refined breads. And in terms of rice is a good choice of course, and also choose the millets, the barnyard millet, pearl millet, Crosso millets. These are also have a variety of minerals in it and also gives you a necessity fiber so that it helps you to give you the sustained release of energy during the fasting period. And in terms of dairy choices, always go for unsalted, naturally occurring the fat products. For example, try to have a skimmed milk instead of a full fat milk, and also choose for the natural cheeses like feta cheese or the cottage cheese or the what else, the Gouda cheese, instead of going for the processed cheeses. which will help you to have a good choices in your dietary choices. Coming to the fruits and vegetables, always try to have a more juicy fruits as a whole. Rather than preferring the juices, opt for the whole fruit itself, which will help you to give you a dehydration check and also helps you to nourish throughout the whole day. In terms of coming to the next part is the vegetables, always prefer the cooked vegetables, blanched vegetables instead of the raw vegetables, wherein which will help you to avoid your constipation problems and also makes the digestion system very easy and clean.
The complications, what happens when we are fasting, and the fasting without water will lead to the dehydration. So what we need to do when we are dehydrated during these fasting days, your suhoor becomes very important in these days, because that's the one thing where you can drink adequate amount of fluids in your body. Go for the foods which are more in water content, like the fruits like watermelons and all, watermelons or mangoes or all kinds of melons will be the best thing in the suhoor. Second thing what you need to do is go for the complex carbs like steel cut oats or bran cereals or whole grain meals. These are the best thing because they retain the water and maintain the hydration throughout the day. Don't drink any caffeinated drinks during the suhoor like coffee, tea or any other caffeinated drinks like Coke, Pepsi, because what happens is they are all diuretics. They act as diuretic. That means they make you to go to the bathroom again and again, so you will be dehydrated with that. And when you break your fast after iftar, like during iftar, so go for the soups or laban and go for something which is tender coconut water. This will maintain the electrolyte balance in your body as well as make sure you are not dehydrated in the long run. When we are fasting, the major complication what we all have is headache. This will happen because we are habituated to the caffeinated drinks like tea, coffee. We tend to have them regularly. So when we stop having them as we used to have before, then yes, we do get the tendency is there for lots of headache. What we need to do is, the prevention is the best method. Cut down on your caffeinated drinks, and that will help you to cut down the headache. And please observe what you are eating for your suhoor and iftar. Try and avoid majorly the deep fried fruits like sambosa and pakoras, because they are the ones and high salted any kind of a dairy like high salted cheese or high salted butter, chips. These kind of things will also increase the acidic nature of your body and the tendency for headaches will be there. And get adequate rest when you are having a headache, because that will also help you to get better.
Another known complications during the fasting period is the heartburn or the gastritis. This could be because of many of the medicines which some of you might be taking for the pre-existing health conditions like diabetes or hypertension. So to prevent this, always choose with the non-citrus fruits which are more juicy in nature, the prunes and the plums and the raisins which are soaked. These could help you to minimize the acidity effect in your body. Also choose the non-fermented food. Avoid the fermented foods to keep that acidity and the pH balance of your stomach. And another important the problem during this fasting would be the constipation. So during the constipation, to avoid, you can always choose for the cooked meal or the blanched vegetables instead of choosing the raw vegetables. Cut down the raw vegetables to make it soothing for your gut system, so that your meal will be easily digested and there will not be a complication of the constipations. Also, you can drink the fennel seeds mixed with the warm water and drink it after food, so it will help you to have that carbonative effect and clear your bowel movements regularly, so that you can prevent your health in a much better way.
For all the health complications, there are several herbal medicines available. To know your body and to understand what kind of a health complication you are having and what kind of a herbal remedy you need, we are available online for the consultations. So you can book or you can reach us for the online consultations, and if you have any of the queries or questions regarding your health or anything which you feel something which is not going right for you, you can ask us anytime.